Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Voices for Good podcast. I'm your host, Michael. Today I'm sitting down with Shari. How are you doing today, Shari?
Good. How are you, Michael?
I'm good. I'm
Good.
good. So this month is Disability Awareness Month, and so we're going to sit down with Shari and talk a little bit about your life, a little bit about your disability and your work that you do here at Goodwill Easterseals.
Okay.
So would you care to give us your title and what it is you do here?
So I'm the public relations assistant. I'm proud to say I've been with Goodwill Easterseals for 21 years. And what do I do here? The question is, what don't I do here? I do a lot of stuff. I'm blogger in chief, which means every week I write a story pertaining to issues that impact people with disabilities. If you come down here, I'll give you a tour around the wonderful building, and I do a lot of presentations. Just go out into the community and tell people about all the good work the Goodwill Easterseals provide.
So it does sound like you stay really busy with
Yeah,
this sort of stuff.
and I only work 4 hours a day, so I have a lot to do in 4 hours.
Yeah, for sure. So, you got a disability.
Yeah.
Would you care to tell us a little bit about that? What was that like growing up? What were some challenges and hurdles you had to overcome with that?
Well, I have cerebral palsy, and cerebral palsy is a neurological disability which affects my legs, my hands, and of course my speech. But thanks to my wonderful family, who I call the Super Cooper, I had just a great growing up. I went to a special school in elementary and all the way to sixth grade. I was at that school. In the seventh grade, that's when things started to change because I was mainstreamed into a public school with quote unquote atypical kids. And of course, being 12 years old, you go through a lot of peer pressure. Back in elementary, all my friends had disabilities. In the seventh grade, I became the minority. So I was the one, along with my friend, who had the disability. That was hard. That was very hard. But again, thanks to my family and my faith, I made it through. So,
So I think we've showed a picture of them on the screen there. So you can see your family, and
yeah,
you know, I know you've spoken about it before, like how much they've supported you and
yeah.
been just instrumental in your life. So I know that's been a big deal. So going back to your job for a minute, you talked to us a little bit about what you do here on a daily basis. That's not where you started at Goodwill Easterseals, was it?
No. I take you back 21 years ago. Uh, I think I was about 28, maybe. I came here through all the opportunity for a hire with disability. Uh, recommended me to go for a teacher. And when I got here, they was trying to figure out what I was capable of. So one of the first jobs I did was shredding paper. Michael, you ever shredded paper?
If not, no.
I shredded paper for 4 hours a day, and I must say I didn't like it too well.
That's a lot of paper.
But I was the best paper shredder and I had the best attitude. Cause they say whatever you do, give it 110% with a good attitude. And they really helped me cause I got promoted. After they seen that I could do more, especially speak, which is funny to me cause whoever would have thought the lady with the speech impairment got promoted to do all the speaking. That still cracks me up to this day.
but you're doing it, and you've grown into this role as an advocate. So like, what else are you doing? I know there's other stuff you do outside of Goodwill Easterseals with that.
I do a lot of local and statewide advocacy. I'm on different boards locally. Just to mention a few local, the Disabilities Foundation, the Gorman Hill Foundation. I even sit on a board for the State Law Institute. As far as statewide, I do a lot of stuff. But recently, I say a, a week ago, I did DD advocacy in the Wilderness Day. I was the MC, where I MC'd the day at the Columbus State House with over 500 attendees.
Wow.
So that was really cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So like, why has this become so important to you, this work of advocacy and the blogs and speaking and everything? Like, why is that such a big deal to you?
I always want people to remember, just because you have a disability, you are a person first. Which means we want everything everybody else do or get. So love, independent living, work, equality in transportation, accessible health care. We need that too. Life is for the living, and that's what we do. We living, so we trying to make sure that we just get all the equalities everybody else gets.
That's awesome. So what's moving forward? What do you want to see, like both for your career and in the realm of advocacy? Like, what do you want?
Moving forward, I want to be able to keep working. I love to work because I love to shop. So if I don't work, I can't shop. So I want to keep working, get more opportunities to speak about disability and how to improve people with disability lives. As far as personal, I like to travel, so maybe hit maybe a few more states, Florida, Boston. Maybe I might even get fancy and do a little international travel.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
There's a few places on my list I'd like to hit up at some point.
Is it?
Yeah. Any place in particular?
Well, I took Spring in college, so let's take on Paris.
Nice.
I can say bonjour.
Yeah.
I have to learn the rest.
Ça va? Yeah.
What do that mean?
It's like hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ça va?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that
Baguette,
too.
croissant.
Yeah. That's funny. So yeah.
That's fun though. So anyway, Shari Cooper, everyone, joining us today for Voices of Good. So you may notice in our background here, we have a couple of mannequins set up. This is our decor from the store, featuring items from the Goodwill stores that you can go out and find today in your local Goodwill store. So make sure to hit it up. Just as a reminder, 87 cents of every revenue dollar that we receive goes back to the programs here at Goodwill Easterseals that helps us to better serve our community and help people live more independent lives. So keep that in mind as you're going to visit your local Goodwill store, and be sure to tune in next time for our next episode. Thanks.
Bye.